Enel is a character that many fans hold dear to their hearts, and that's for many reasons. The guy had the sauce. He was the first person in the series to display hockey. His devil fruit powers were OP, and last but not least, he made one of the most classic faces in the series. So it's only right he'd still be relevant 21 years later. Now, Enel has been in a lot of talks when it comes to characters that should return, and I definitely see why it's such a topic. The last time Enel was spoke about was in his cover story, where we see him actually achieve his ultimate goal by visiting the moon, and ultimately becoming the ruler of it. Now in this story, we find out that there are fucking space pirates, and that Enel, even after losing to Luffy, is still holding his head pretty high. Man still calling himself God after making a face like this. Imagine. Now with that being said, his main goal is complete, so he could just chill up there and never come back down to earth. But it would make sense for him to find a new goal in getting revenge on Luffy, especially since we see he's still suffering from PTSD. Now this, I think, would be dope. It would be good development for someone like Enel, who is simply too cocky and complacent to improve. Beating Luffy is a goal that will require him to actually work and hone his skills, since Luffy is 1, fucking elite, and 2, since he's the ultimate counter to lightning, you know, since he's a rubber man. This goal would force him to have to work on things unrelated to his devil fruit, like hockey, training his body, and humbling himself. Now if he were to return, where could I see him fitting in? The first crew that comes to mind is for sure the Cross Guild. Crocodile was literally in search for Pluton so he can have the power to destroy islands at will. Pluton isn't an option anymore, but Enel is pretty much his own version of Pluton, since he also has the ability to destroy islands in an instant with his Rygo attack. So he can be of use to them, and obviously they can be of use to him, since they have fame, resources, and power. Now in terms of how his strength compares to everyone else in the series, he'd kinda have a hard time keeping up, unless he made major improvements. Yeah, his observation hockey is good for the time that it was introduced, but it wouldn't be enough to compete with the big dogs of today, considering pre-time skip Luffy was tagging him. When it comes to his durability, we've only seen him take punches from End of Skypiea Luffy, and according to our research team, Luffy at this point was only able to output attacks equivalent to 46 kilograms of TNT, which means Enel's durability is around small building level. So if he just popped up without improving, he'd be dealt with pretty quick and easily. Now in terms of how much damage Enel can output, he still has one of the strongest attacks we've seen so far, since his Rygo attack was able to instantly get rid of an island. Obviously this required a lot of prep time, so when it comes to things he could do in a fight, he hasn't displayed anything that will be able to compete in the new world yet. As for speed, he should be lightning speed when using his devil fruit, which is still pretty damn good. Look, basically what I'm saying is an Enel return would be fire. I would love to see him come back with all forms of hockey and improvements in his physicals and devil fruit utilization. With these improvements, he could easily be a threat in the new world and would probably have a bounty of over 1 billion berries. Anyways, that's it for my video. If you guys enjoyed, please smash that like button. And if you guys have any characters you'd like to see return, leave a comment down below. And don't forget to sub to the channel. Thank you all for watching. Boot out.